Hello guys! How do you think? What is the best way to destroy Russian propaganda messages? Here in Ukraine, we believe that the best way to destroy Russian propaganda messages is to destroy them together with Russian military objects, just as we did yesterday when we set on fire a huge Russian ammunition warehouse in Crimea, and more than 90 evil Russian drones were burned. Beautiful, I think. And this also destroyed a popular Russian message of propaganda that they broadcast in their news that Ukraine does not have any aircraft left. Actually, this warehouse was destroyed with the help of Ukrainian aviation. More to come as soon as F-16s arrive to Ukraine. So let me tell you more about this beautiful special military operation of Ukrainian armed forces this night in Crimea, while the peninsula is getting very ready to finally return back home to Ukraine. My name is Anna and I vlog daily from Ukraine since the start of the brutal Russian invasion. So if you're new to the channel, you support Ukraine, please subscribe and help us fight against Russian propaganda and fake news. And my longtime friends, check your subscription status and hit notification button. I have remembered when we filmed documentary Great Russian Lies that is almost finished. I mean, it's English dubbing and soon will be available on YouTube and I will definitely share. But a professor of the Yale University, Jason Stanley, whom we've interviewed for the film, said Ukrainians perhaps are the best professionals in debunking Russian myths and destroying Russian propaganda messages. And I think that yesterday we have taken it to another level. Russia loves saying Ukraine does not have bombers, Ukraine does not have any jets, F-16s will never arrive, and so on and so forth. And yesterday, using Ukrainian aircraft, potentially even old aircraft, we've destroyed a huge Russian warehouse full of Russian drones. Actually, Iranian drones, but Russians use them, but not anymore. 90 of them destroyed. Somewhere in between Sevastopol, Jankoy, the explosions were really visible, loud, lots of smoke, and definitely I continue to repeat that Crimea is not the best travel destination this summer. But after it returns to Ukraine, you are definitely invited. Russia uses lots of fake news about Ukraine, and inside the Russian Federation, they try to describe Ukraine as super weak, as already destroyed, and it's just like NATO soldiers fighting for us. When you realize there are no international soldiers, I mean, like on combat missions in reality, not yet, maybe, but anyway, there are lots of these fake messages, and one of them that Ukraine does not have aviation at all. And here we are, targeting the military supply with missiles. Fortunately, we are allowed to use long-range missiles. We also have lots of old Ukrainian missiles reconstructed. Actually, with them, we sometimes target objects also inside the Russian Federation. So with this limited aviation, we are able to perform really good things. And you all know that drones are super important in this war. This is actually what makes it modern. It makes it dangerous, but at the same time, technological. Russians are quick to copy. Russia spends millions and billions of dollars, not rubles, on drones. They very quickly copy the tools and ideas that we get. That's why it's so important to back up Ukrainian armed forces and to provide them with more and more drones. And I'm always happy when NAFO organizes campaigns, and I'm sure we will have one sometime soon, and I definitely want these to be drones. If you're new to the channel, remember to subscribe. This is the easiest way to demonstrate your solidarity with Ukraine and help us spread more information about this war. And it will be fun to see Russia defeated together. It will be more fun than any championship, Olympic Games, World Cup, I don't know. I promise you, I will comment the best. And then we will have a party in Crimea. But not now, as we are actively cleaning it. So 90 SHAHED drones were destroyed with precise attacks of Ukrainian armed forces. Russians are terrified. There are lots of videos, and those of you who doubt can check that. Russians are not media literate, and their soldiers and observers actually share a lot of things. -9 SHAHED drones. Beautiful. I'm proud of Ukrainian armed forces. And also tonight, a technical aviation base, something used for repairs, was set on fire in Kursk. We know Kursk is a part of the war zone that has already shaped very vividly inside the Russian Federation. And regions like Rostov, Belgorod, Voronezh are definitely a war zone, something no one could have expected at the start of Putin's blitzkrieg. I am sure the defeat of Russia, the collapse of the Kremlin, will be a surprise to many of those nations that still believe Soviet propaganda, Russian propaganda, and simply think there is something wrong with Russia, but soon they will get stronger. No, they will get weaker and we'll see them defeated, and then we have to get ready to finally help and reshape this part of the world. And when I speak about those leaders who still cannot believe that Russia is weak and Russia is losing, I mean losers like Orban. I'm sorry, but I officially call him this way. He does not have any of my respect, and I feel very sorry for all the people of Hungary who have to live under this regime. I know I have a lot of friends from Hungary who support Ukraine. We feel that, we understand that. Today, Orban visited President Zelensky in Kyiv. He repeated peace plans similar to Putin's, which is total absurd. There is no tiny reason for Ukraine to ever agree on that. And what is also pathetic, that in time when Orban was in Kyiv, his Minister of Foreign Affairs, Siarto, was meeting Lavrov, international criminal, the representative of a terrorist state, Russia. So, I think it is just a gesture of politeness of President Zelensky, and I don't think he expected anything. I think it's more to demonstrate that we talk, we listen, and that's it. Anyway, it's important for Ukraine to move in the direction of the European Union. I'm really happy that Moldova is with us on this way. It's not going to be easy, but it is already real, and this is another victory. Hopefully people in NATO will see it as an inspiration one day, because once again Ukraine can make NATO stronger. And no, I'm not exaggerating. Remember to join me on Instagram, X, Threads, and we have a Discord community. Also, check our beautiful merch shop with lots of items that work well as reminders and conversation starters about Ukraine. And thank you for buying me coffees, becoming patrons and sponsors of the channel, and helping me film and write more. I have finished 2 big chapters of the book on geography. It will be more interesting than I'm saying, but just like describing on the geography of Ukraine and history of Ukraine, and heading to culture, lifestyle, language. So I hope this will be interesting, because it is interesting for me, and that's a good sign. So thank you for all that you do in my life and in life of Ukrainian citizens. We are very grateful, and believe me, after we win, you will feel how much we are happy to meet you here, to show you our country, and to be friends. Slava Ukraini!